Hi friends, this is Chris with Peace of Mind, and I'm here today to give you a flip through of the sewing books that I have been working on, and I have a couple of videos where I show you those. The very first video that I showed you a flip through of the two books that were the smaller ones. Let me get those for you so I can show them to you again. And these were on the first video on the sewing books. Now this sewing book project is a three-part three videos, and I'll try to link that below also, but that I did last year on how to make the whole sewing book. So this is just a show and tell of me working on some new ones. So I already showed you the show and tell in the first video in this series, so I will link that, and that is for these two cute little sewing books. The one with the horse, it's either a horse or a zebra, I'm not quite sure what it is, but then also the one with the little pink ruffle. And I'm going to put these in my Etsy shop very soon. So if anyone would like to take a look at them, go ahead and look at my Etsy shop. If you're making your own, then I'll show you some ideas for the bigger size. These are the 5x7s, and I have 4 of these, and I'll show you a little flip through of these. Okay, so the first one is, we took the apron. Some of these I showed you, most of these I showed you on the cover, how I made the cover, but I didn't show you how I decorated the insides. So I'll show you this one first. This was from it probably was a 1930s apron that I had, that I used for the cover. And see, we even have the little pleats. It does have some stains on it. No, I did wash it before I used it, but you know, because of the age, it has some yellowing stains on it, which just is kind of a part of it. And the front was decorated. This was the lace that was on the bottom of the apron, and I decorated the front with a digital of birds, bluebirds. I would say the bluebird of happiness, and some buttons, a little sewing machine charm. Okay, and this does close at the side, and I used the ties from the apron. So I used the apron strings for the tie for this one. Okay, let me open it up. Here's a slow stitched pocket on the front. This is just the tag that comes with and has my signature on it for who made the book. Here's a little strip of white quilted material, the little girl, and I put some pins. I put a pin with some beads and a starfish. And anywhere in here, these will come with some pins and needles, the ones that I show you. And then of course you can add your own things to your book and fill it up with your sewing supplies. Here's a fabric flip. This one has a place for pins, needles, whatever you want to put. Here's a cute little elephant pin. Here's your pocket with your scissors. Another fabric flip. Place for some, and I used felt in these, which really makes the needles and the pins go through that very easily. Here's a pocket where I give you some bread. And here's the center of the book, and it has some felt. This is just printed felt. Here's some pins that have buttons on them. Now all the books will come with probably about 3 of these pins, and these are stainless steel, so they're excellent to use if you're a journaler. They're excellent to use in the top of your fabric glue or your white glue. If you didn't have this cap on here, you could use a pin and have it, and it won't rust the glue because it's stainless steel. Okay, so we have some of them have lace on the pages. All of them will have a little piece of a tape measure. This one has a slow stitch pin cushion. Okay, and this has, here's the button page, has a little packet where you can keep some buttons, and here's some that are glued down. Here's a card that has some thread wrapped around it. And here's a little needle book. And there are already threaded needles in case you need to do a quick mending job. Not all of the books will have one of these, but some of them will. And here's the last page where there's a bow. And you can also use this to place in really basically any kind of supply you want, but you could place in needles and pins on here too, along the ribbon. Okay, so that's the Apron book. Here's one with a slow stitched heart, and this one has lace. It started out with these four that I'm showing you now. Started out with a white quilted piece of fabric, and this one I covered with lace. It closes at the side with a with this material is kind of a canvasy material. I put a little paper rose on there, and it's attached on the back with a lace heart. Okay, it has a slow stitch heart on the front, and it has a pocket so that you could put a little card in there, whatever you want. A little note, maybe if you're giving this to someone, you can put a little note in there. Okay, a little owl charm. Okay, and then here's the love is the thread that binds us. And a little pocket. Here's some cute Paris fabric that I had. And your button pins. Here's a little piece you open up, and it has some little tags in there. This is the white quilted heart. Little sewing charm. Some dress forms. Here's a little needle holder. And in here's a little notepad. Some lace with some safety pins. Here's your scissor page with your little pocket for your scissors. Your measuring tape, place for some threads, a little tag that you could use on any of your work that says handmade with love. Here's a little, a very tiny pocket. You could put something small in there. And this is the button page. And this is a little belly band where you can place pins or needles. It's a little needle book. And the back of it. Let me check my time. Looks like I'm okay. Okay, here's another one of the books. This one has lace on the front and the back. Some pretty pink lace on the back. This is a one of the rose pieces from that old collar that I had that's almost gone. I'm so sad. This is some antique French lace. Actually from France. And here's the little pair of scissors. it ties on the side with some lace, and I anchored down the lace on the inside with these tiny little pearl flowers. And here's the very first page is a little pocket of felt with a tuck. You can tuck little pieces. And here's a place for pins, little pocket. Here's a fabric flip there's some needles there, some safety pins, tape measure. There's your scissors. Here's a place for you to put some thread or a tag. Your pins. Okay, here's just a piece of paper that is decorated with ribbon, and I do show you how there is a video on this, how to make hearts and also Christmas trees out of ribbon, and that's kind of a fun video to look at. Here's your cards, or your needle card. Here's the button page with a little pin cushion that has buttons on it. And here's your last page. Has some charms over here and an elephant pin. Another tuck spot. Okay. So that's the lace, rose, and scissors sewing book. And here's the fourth one, and I'm going to show you. This is the one that I used, the embroidered bureau scarf that I bought at an antique shop. Actually, this was probably done in the 40s or the 50s. And I just cut the bureau scarf in half, and I just use half on here. So I wrapped it around going the other way. And then I tied this little scissors on there from the basket handle. I used I think I showed you how to decorate this one on camera too. If I'm not mistaken. But you open this up. It's a wide, kind of a wrinkled ribbon. Here's your front page. You have some safety pins on here. A little fabric flower with the elephant pin. There's a key. And tape measure. Here's your pin cushion. Close stitched. Here's your scissors. This has 2 pockets for whatever supplies you want to put in there. Here's your button page. Has a couple of little tiny tags that you could write notes on the back of if you wanted to. Here's the page you could use for pins, needles. The fabric flip, which has some needles in it. And here's another slow stitch. This is another piece from a slow stitch roll. And it has a pocket, has some tags in it. The back page has some stainless steel button pins. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. Last thing I wanted to show you before we go is the finished slow stitch for the pillow top. And this took me quite a while to do it. I do have a video on the pillow top. I think it consists of either 2 or 3 videos. But I wanted to show you the one that I had finished. It was the neutral one. Okay, so remember we did this I had already done. This is the heart. It's called the lacy heart, a neutral. It comes in a kit in my shop. And what I did was I made this first, and then I put it on top of here, and then I showed you how to put all of the different fabric around it to make the slow stitch piece. And this can be used as a pillow top. I did make a whole pillow top in that video, and that one was more colorful. It was called In the Garden, and the In the Garden one's also available as a kit. Now, when you buy a kit from my Etsy shop, you won't always get these exact supplies. And this one, you'd have to, if you wanted to make this lace heart first, it's a separate kit. So the kit that comes with the pillow top for the neutral will just come with all these other little goodies you see in here. And then you'd have to, if you wanted to make this, you'd have to either make your own muslin heart or order the muslin heart piece that I have in my shop. So you'd have to order 2 in order for you to get this this piece. So I'll just kind of show you this so you can see the whole thing, and then move it around a bit. I really love this one. I think it turned out really pretty. And I did mostly in neutral colors, but remember I said I picked out kind of a neutral green because I wanted to make leaves and flowers around here. I ended up just doing the leaves. I thought that was enough. I liked it that way. I love this piece of lace here. That was from an old French lace, probably a napkin or something. Okay, I have all the pieces here. I'll move it around a little more. Okay, since this video is on, I did want to just show you that. And here's your sewing books. And these, like I said, these will be in my Etsy shop. Probably before this, I'll put them in there before this video airs. So take a look if you want to buy one from me in my Etsy shop, or like I said, you can make your own. And these are very, very fun to have, and they're also great. They also make a great gift. Okay, today is Happy Valentine's Day, so I would like to say that to you, Happy Valentine's Day. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate all my subscribers, and I love to get your comments and your hit the like button. I have a video on, it's a couple back from this, and it's my contest, not a contest, it's an entry to be able to win some prizes. So check that out if you want to win some journals. Take care. Peace of mind. Bye now.